mini-series called Path to Greatness. And in this mini-series called Path to Greatness, I'm going to start with the welterweight division. So the whole point of this series is I'm going to go from the top fighters in the division and give them a path to greatness to be undisputed. So in this particular video, I want to start with Shawn Porter first. Now, in my opinion, I don't consider Shawn Porter a A-level fighter. He's a B-level or B-plus welterweight. So, to start Shawn off to the path of greatness, the first fight I believe he should take, since he's coming off a loss, is Danny Garcia. Now, I'll say Shawn should fight Danny Garcia because Keith Thurman most likely won't fight him right away when he comes back, and Shawn Porter needs to stay as active as possible. So after Shawn fights Adrian Granados, he needs to beat Adrian Granados in devastating fashion. Make it seem like it was no fluke that he beat Adrian Broner. So he needs to pretty much shit on Adrian Broner's performance against Adrian Granados. Then after Adrian Granados, Shawn needs to fight Danny Garcia. So while he's fighting Danny Garcia, he needs to just completely dominate Garcia like he dominated Andre Berto. And so after he beats Granados, he beats Danny Garcia, then he needs to start calling out a champion in the division. Now this is where shit is going to get very difficult for Shawn Porter. Now at this particular spot, he already knocked Garcia off the number two ranked welterweight for the WBC title. This is his clear shot at Keith Thurman. So when this situation comes around, I don't believe in it. I would love for him to fight Errol Spence at this point. Just using common sense, he shouldn't fight Errol Spence. He should either A, take a tune-up, stay extremely active, or B, fight Thurman if Thurman is ready and willing to fight. So, let's say hypothetically he takes a tune-up fight. He needs to take a tune-up fight of note. Someone that he can whoop their ass, but at the same time, it will give him some type of notoriety. And I think the perfect opponent would be Amir Khan. I truly believe that Shawn Porter can steamroll over Amir Khan, and I'll say like 8 or 9 rounds. So let's say, he gets in the ring, he has a good scrap with Amir Khan. Khan is tagging him up the first couple of rounds, but Shawn Porter, he continues to put the pressure on him. Leading up to the 6th round, Porter catches Amir Khan, and then, in typical Amir Khan fashion, his legs start to wobble. He's falling all over the ring, but he gets back up. Because Amir Khan, he definitely shows a lot of heart. So after, Porter, let's say Porter and Amir Khan take round 7 off, and now we're going into round 8. Round 8, Amir Khan pieces up Shawn Porter, and then, he gets back into the corner. Kenny is telling Shawn, you got to get this guy, out of here. They're going to rob you. So, next round, round 9, Shawn Porter comes around. He does what he has to do. He catches Amir Khan flush on the chin, puts all of that weight that he has behind that punch, and out goes Amir Khan. This type of win would definitely set up Shawn Porter for a good fight with Keith Thurman. Like at this point, Shawn Porter can definitely argue that even though he doesn't hold a title, he can definitely argue that he has a better resume than Keith Thurman. So at this point, he'll have Danny Garcia, he'll have Adrian Broner, he'll have Amir Khan, he'll have Adrian Granados, he has Devin Alexander, and he lost to Kell Brook, but still guys that he stepped in the ring with in the welterweight division is arguably up there with Keith Thurman. So in this position, he has to rematch Keith Thurman. Now, some people believe that Shawn won that first fight against Keith. Me personally, I gave Thurman that particular fight. But moving forward, Shawn has to train his ass off when it comes to his body attack. He has to be relentless to the body against Keith Thurman in their rematch, to the point that I truly believe if Shawn, the way he's as aggressive he is to the head, he needs to be twice as aggressive to the body when it comes to Thurman. I believe Shawn could destroy Thurman's body. He can slow him down early, and then potentially get him out of there. Then the next path to greatness for him, he would have to call out Spence. So let's say at this point, Thurman didn't fight Spence yet. He only been fighting tune-up fights, and he fights Porter first. Now Porter is a unified WBC and WBA champ. Now it's time to unify. Now everyone knows how I feel about Errol Spence, and I believe he takes this Errol Spence fight to put his name in the history books. But I believe Shawn Porter's path to greatness will stop at Errol Spence Jr. It's Nino Brown Boxing, and I'm out.